today I stand here without, I don't know what to say. My best friend, my brother, my protector, everything, said we loved you. But I'm consoled that you left us three precious boys who I will love, treasure all my life. To the brothers I got when Cedric was in for many years, Humphrey, Simon, Costa, Alan, Galabuzi. I'm sorry for Protocol and Muhoozi. Thank you for being his brother. And Judy, Mona, and many others. What touched me is standing by your brother when he needed you the most. I'll miss you coming home to Mommy's house, to Mommy, and telling her, Oliver, I've come for food. Oliver, I've come for food. It's Sunday. You promised to make me good food. And of course, Mommy would tease him and say, there's no food for you today. But of course, you always had a special heart for Cedric. Said you were there for me, and I hope I was there for you. Because I was there, looked after you, and made sure that I showed you my love. To his wonderful boys, I promise I'll be there as one of your aunties. I will always love you. Listen, thank you for being a true fighter, and we will be there to support you. To my best friend and also my mom. Mommy, I know you were gutted, but Mommy, you did what your son needed you to do. You were there for her. I don't even know how we're going to say thank you to you because clapping is not enough. You were everything Cedric needed. And every time Mommy would delay to come to hospital, before he could stop talking, he would say, women teased him, where is Mommy? So Mommy would call Mommy and say, boss is asking for you. So Mommy joined the joke and say, tell him Mommy is coming. And she was there. To the aunties, to the cousins who stopped everything, who came to hospital and supported us. I don't know what to say, but Sally, I will always love you. You were the best brother any sister would want to have. I will miss you for the rest of my life, but I will see you in your three precious boys. Sally, I love you. I'll always love you. Rest in peace, my brother. I love you so much. Thank you.
This is the most difficult thing I have ever done. You left Saturday the 31st of May at 14:31, and everything inside me collapsed. Time didn't just stop, it ripped open, like the world kept moving but forgot to take me with it. I didn't know what it felt like to be emptied out in 1 second, but now I do, because you're not here. You're not coming back, and I hate that. I really, really hate that. I hate that I'll never hear your voice again. I hate that I'll never answer another call. Said he used to call me possibly 20 times a day and talk with me for hours on end. Possibly, he used to keep me up. He used to wake me up at 1 o'clock in the morning and speak to me until like 4. The last couple of months, I never slept at night. I hate that I'll never answer another call. I hate that you'll never say my name, not the way you did. Like it meant something only you understood. I keep waiting for you to come back, to open your eyes, to say, Chiwala, relax, I'm here. Said he called me Chiwala, as do most of my family. But you're not, and the silence is so unbearable. It's loud, it echoes. It just hums in my chest like a wound that just won't stop bleeding. People talk about grief like it's poetic, like it's this soft ache, but it's not. It's so violent, it's so cruel. It drags you under and doesn't care if you come back. Half the time, this last 2 weeks, I have wanted to scream. I have wanted to punch the sky. I have wanted to rip the air open and pull you through because I just wasn't ready to let you go. I guess I never could be. How do you prepare to lose the one person who held space for all of you? You were not just my brother, you were my best friend. You were my buffer, my reason, my realness, my home. And now you're gone. And I'm still here breathing, somehow, breaking. You should still be with me, arguing, laughing at me and asking me if I'm okay, when you were the only one hurting all along. You should be here, and I don't know how to live in a world that doesn't have you in it, but I will keep going because I know you'd want me. You'd want me to. And I will keep loving you with everything I have, even if it has nowhere to land anymore. I will carry you, Sedi, Gahongo, in every breath, in every version of myself that came from loving you. You're not gone, you're just out of reach, and I love you fiercely and endlessly. To my 3 nephews, I have a lot of nicknames for you. Mani Mani, your auntie loves you. Kili Kili, Nikki Knock, as your dad would call you. Always know I'm a call away. And I promise you I will not take your father's place, but I'll do everything possible to make sure that you have everything and anything you'd ever need, including all the love. To my baby Shemi Shem, your auntie loves you. My little pumpkins, as I always call you, know that I'm here and I'm only a minute away, an airplane away. I love you, I love you, I love you. To everybody who came to the hospital, I'll give a brief overview. I accompanied my mom to Kigali on the 26th of April. And we were talking to, we were actually very disobedient visitors. Because Cedric always wanted to have his family about. We talked to him through windows. Kigali, I think they were so fed up of us. Nairobi, the same thing. We would take food to him in the hospital because he refused to eat the hospital food. He had this thing where he would say, Chuala, come and rub my feet. I've never rubbed anybody's feet. But for him, he needed it, and he needed it every time we sat down. He wanted massages on his backs. He wanted to walk in the corridor with his arm looped over you. And he told me, and I'm going to say what he said to me on Monday when they put him back on the dialysis machine. He sent for me and said, Chuala, the medicine is not working. And I said, no, it is. He said, no. This iron medicine is not working. All I ask is that God gives me 5 more years. It broke me, and I prayed so hard for within the 5 days that came. But Sedi left, and as we gathered to watch him take his last breath, it was the most painful thing to go through. Gahongo, you are loved, loved, and loved, and if love could have kept you, you would still be with us today. I love you.
Let's give the siblings a round of applause. I'm surrounded by my brothers here, and all of them are sniffing and crying, and shamelessly so. And if you feel like doing it, there's no shame in you crying right now. This is where we are. We are bidding farewell to one of the greatest men who, individually and collectively, we ever knew. Let's give the sisters another round of applause, and to Francis as well. And let's give Cedric another round of applause for a life well lived. Dr. Donald Kaberuka, President of the African Development Bank Emeritus, former Minister of Finance in the Republic of Rwanda, and definitely one of the most powerful Africans I know. And I do know a few. Welcome. Please make your remarks. And he'll be speaking on behalf of the maternal side of Cedric's family.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you, Alan, for those kind words. I know time is short. So I'm going to be very brief. I don't know if I'm Cedric's uncle, brother, friend. Technically, biologically, I'm a first cousin because our mothers are siblings. But we have grown up with him calling me uncle. And so this is how we have lived. Now, around the 14th of April, I received a text from Cedric. And it said to me, I'm coming to Kigali with my 2 sons. Could I stay with you? Which was, for me, just a politeness. I said, Cedric, please come anytime. But I would be away. I'm traveling to the United States. But your home is your home, so come along. So Cedric came, and he was staying at my home. A day later, he sent me a text at quite a late time in the United States. And he said, I'm not feeling well. I'm going to go to a chemist and buy myself some medicine, which I thought was unwise. Then I went to the chemist, bought some medicine, I think it was malaria, which was okay. A day later, again at about 4 o'clock US time, he sent me a text which I have here. I can read for you. He said, boss, this is what he called me. He said, I'm not feeling very well. I've never felt this sick. Could you recommend a doctor or a hospital? I said, Cedric, let's do this. I'm going to call my personal doctor in Kigali, and he will come to see you, and we'll look at it thereafter. So Dr. Sam, who Auntie Olive knows very well, came home, and then sent me a text separately to say, Cedric's condition is quite serious and requires hospitalization. And he took him to hospital. First of all, at Kigali's leading hospital, Faisal, and then to the military hospital. And as you heard from Amanda, doctors did a very good job. At the time, Alison and Auntie Olive had flown to Kigali, and they took it from there. Cedric had to be evacuated to Nairobi. I want to say here to my Ugandan friends, thank you for Ugandan friends of Cedric. Being in with you, Commander 1 General Muhoozi, sorry for the protocol. I think it is thanks to you that his evacuation to Nairobi was so swift and well organized. Thank you, thank you all. I was really amazed. I was amazed. Thank you. Now, once you went to Nairobi, you have heard the story from Amanda and the friends. If there is one thing the young people here can learn from Cedric, he was suffering immensely. Because we were speaking to doctors separately, but he was fighting all the time. He absolutely never gave in at any point. He knew it was bad news. He understood his disease, but he was extremely strong and fighting all the time. At one point, and I'm going to stop, Alan, I know you want me off. I went to his sister's home. I had just flown in from somewhere in the world, and his mom was there. And we both realized Cedric needed to go back to hospital. And so thanks to the family who are here, Siki and many others, quickly had to go back to intensive care. Now this gentleman here, Alan, if you allow, I've come here with a large delegation of Cedric's friends from Kigali, but also from Ivory Coast, Dubai, UK, Tunis even. Could you please stand up? Jacques, Steffi, those of you who have come with me from all over the world. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if Jacques Mukwende is here. Yes, Jacques was with us. Jacques works for the African Union. He happened to have a car. He lives in Nairobi. So he drove Cedric to emergency at the Aga Khan. And immediately he was admitted, and doctors took things from there. I think Amanda has described the rest. Now, I think last Friday, his father, Captain, his mom, Olive, and I think Siki or Nisha, had a meeting with doctors. Actually, doctors are so optimistic. They told us, Auntie Olive, I hope I'm getting right. They were actually planning to take him off artificial respiration. They were planning to take him off artificial respiration because they thought he was making huge progress. And so at the point, because I was just giving a little help to the aunt, I then said, well, could I travel because I had an emergency meeting in Morocco. So they say he's doing quite okay, he's stable. So I traveled off to where I was going. On landing in Casablanca, I get a call that Cedric has not made it. It was astounding and shocking. The rest has been said. So I want to say, just as his uncle, brother, friend, to thank all of you for your friendship, to thank you for what you have done. Life is a gift to all of us. We shall die all one day. But I think the important thing is to do our best when we're here. And as you heard, Cedric has done his very best. So thank you, Cedric. One last point I want to say to young people here. It's not my responsibility. Please do your medical checkups. It doesn't matter how young you think you are. It doesn't matter how old they think you are. Please do your medical checkups. Do your medical checkups. I'm not saying Cedric did not. But I think that he was a sportsman. He lived a healthy life. He was quite young. And it would be quite right to assume that he thought he was okay. So, do your medical checks. There's no harm in that. And very finally, let me say something to Captain and Aunt Olive. Thank you for what you have done. I saw both of you at Aga Khan. I saw how you worried. I saw what you did. I believe that God owes you what he does. Thank you for what you have done. And thank you to Alison and your kids. You are a pillar of strength during Cedric's last days. So that's all I wanted to say, to thank everyone here, to thank my colleagues who came with me from Kigali and Dubai and Addis and Abidjan, UK, USA. Thank you for being here. And I want to say to you, like Captain said yesterday, we're not here to mourn Cedric, we're here to celebrate him. So thank you very much. Asante mrakoze, imani barinde. Asante.
Dr. Donald Kaberuka, thank you very much, sir, for that amazing speech. To get all this together, we very quickly formed a committee, and that committee was led by Humphrey. Humphrey Nzei is coming up to speak very briefly, and he'll be accompanied by some members of that committee, and he'll be inviting General Muhoozi Kainerugaba to address us. So, Humphrey Nzei. You guys need to hold him, he might collapse up there. So. He's accompanied by the Honorable Dennis Galabuzi, who is in charge of PDM, the PDM coordinator. And he's also got Costas Tamos, Simon Kaheru, and Sam Puga accompanying him. And of course, General Johnson Namanya.
Thank you very much, Alan. Our clergy here today, the family of Captain Francis Babu and Auntie Olive, our elder brother, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, and your dear wife, our first Vice Chairman of the NRM, our Vice President Emeritus, Honorable Ministers, all of you in your various capacities, friends and family. To begin to speak about Cedric, mine has been a very long journey. because we grew up together. You know, I once said that I've known Cedric almost as long as I had a memory. Our parents were friends. We grew up as young men. We played together as kids. We grew up as young men. We got married. We had children. We lived a whole lifetime together. So today is like saying goodbye to forever. None of us up here ever imagined that we would live a life without Cedric. It was not something that we had planned or thought about. Now, I cannot sum up our relationship in a speech. As you young people say, that would be too much content for such a short time. So today, my focus will be on his children, the people he loved most. Amani, you are your father's son. When we look at you, we see Cedric. The way you walk, everybody sees this young man walk. You know how Cedric used to bounce. You can see very clearly someone has inherited that bounce. That charming smile, although be careful, that smile, everybody loves that smile. Now, Amani, someone said you have a quiet power. You know, men have presence. Some people walk with a presence, and that's what you have. Cedric walked with a presence, with a gravitas, and that's what you have. That's what we see in you. Killian, you are your father's spirit. Brutally competitive, fierce on the court. Those of you who saw Cedric playing, it was Cedric was fierce, huh? He used to throw rackets, but he used to win, yeah? And much as you're fierce, you're a gentleman off the court. And that is exactly what Cedric was. And I'll say this, you know, Cedric made sure all his children were into sports. And there's a reason for that. He said, you know, if my kids can be good sportsmen, then they'll succeed in life because they'll learn discipline, they'll learn how to show up for things. So that's why he anchored them all in sports. So Killian, I want you all to watch this young man because he is phenomenal. One day you're going to see him on TV and you're going to say, you know, I was sitting almost near him, I could almost touch him, yeah? So this young man is something to watch. Shema, you are your father's soul, a gentle and happy soul. Cedric once told me, he said, this young man is just the happiest guy I know in my entire life. Yeah, you look at him, he smiles, he's just happy. I don't know why, I don't know where it came from. But we all know where it came from, yeah? So, you have lost your father, but I have every single confidence that you guys will succeed in life because I know that man. I know that man because he is a champion. He's a champion, he was a winner in every aspect of his life. And that is in your DNA. So I, for one, do not doubt for 1 minute what the future holds for you. And I want you to walk confidently in your lives, knowing that what you have in you, the greatness that you have in you. Alison, you know, it took a lady from Ireland to show us the very purest form of what love is. Over the last 6 weeks of Cedric's life, I have seen this lady fight for this man, for his life. And I can bear testament. You know, when he was in Kigali, she called me. Costa and I had been there with Simon and the family, and we left, knowing that things were going to, well, there was a chance things would stabilize and be okay. And the next day, things were not good. And Alison called me, and she shouted on the phone. She told me, Humphrey, do something. And that mine wasn't the only call. But her insistence led to Cedric being evacuated, and that at least gave us another 3.5 weeks with Cedric. So Alison, only God can reward you for what you have done, but you have shown all of us something truly special. Yvette, Yvonne, Nisha, Siki, Edna, and Francis. You have lost your rock. We know that. We know what Cedric was to you. We know what your brother was to you as a family. Yes. But I want to assure you, you've seen how big your family really is. Yes. You have so many brothers and sisters who are here to stand with you. Alana and Lexi, I know what Uncle said he was to you. And I cannot begin to fathom your pain, but understand that all of us stand with you. Cedric's friends. Oh, I cannot tell you how much Cedric was loved. But I'll tell you that Cedric had a friend group that were fierce warriors. These people here, and I'll include my brother, General Muhoozi, these people were solid. And that family, there's only few of us here. Judy, Simon. You know, Simon was one of the first people. You know, when someone tells you something is wrong with your friend and you don't ask many questions, you just show up. Judy, Sharon, Gala, all you guys, Costa. This has taught us a lesson. This has taught us a lesson about friendships. Invest in friendships. And invest in quality of friends. Because in all this time, you know, at times tempers will flare, but we all knew that it was out of love. I know Judy once got on the group saying, you people, can't we do anything? Yeah? But all of that was out of love. All of us were going through so many emotions, but I can tell you that we did absolutely everything humanly possible to save Cedric, and that's why I'm so confident today. I also want to mention we have friends who are, I saw Vincent Bagere, Peter Kahiji, and so many others. Cedric had, I mean, if we held this function in Nambole Stadium, it would still be full. So Cedric had amazing friends, and I just encourage all of you to have amazing friends. You know, people are whispering names, but they will not finish. They're whispering friends' names, but we will not finish. To Captain and Auntie Olive, words cannot express what you have lost today. But in the last month, I think you have seen how many sons and daughters you really have. And I'm glad that we had that opportunity to stand by you through the worst time possible. But in that time, I hope you saw a light and saw how much and you can be assured how much your son was loved. And I want to also thank you on behalf of my committee, because when this happened, we reached out to the parents and said, we as Cedric's friends want to do this for him. We want to take care of this for him. And I thank his friends, and I hope we have done a befitting send-off for our friend. And really, you know, it was our intention that Cedric would go out in the way we know how Cedric would want to go out. I want to make a special thank you to Dr. Michelle Chigozie and Freddie Chigozie, who took their time and really worked tirelessly around the clock to do all they can. My brother here, Costa, this is a pain we cannot fathom. I probably need a whole day with you just to thank you. But I want to say one thing. I thank you for doing what the rest of us could not do. And I know you know what that means. But I promise you, and I always tell my brothers, you know, whatever you go through, we shall go through it together. That's the kind of people we are. To the boys, there is little that I can give you that your father would have given you, but I can only promise you this. Wherever you are, if you need me, I will be there. And if you ever need to find your way back to this place called home, call me and I will provide it. I want to leave you with a short poem that I wrote for you boys. It's called My Father's House. Do not cry for me, my child, for tonight I sleep in my father's house. My journey has been long and I am weary, and they have made a bed for me in my father's house. There will be a great banquet tonight in my honor, and I shall sit at my father's table. And there will be cherubims and seraphims, and Michael and Gabriel will be there too. So do not cry for me, my child, for tonight I sleep in my father's house. Cedric, until we meet again, my friend. Goodbye. So, as I mentioned, we have a huge friend group, and one of Cedric's oldest friends is General Muhoozi Wagya. They went to school together. They've been best friends for a long time. So I'd like to take this opportunity to invite our Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Wagya, to give a few words. Thank you.
Captain